One more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support. Just being able to know that we all can relate to each other's, paths. We're all learning more about ourselves on a deeper level, and we're heading towards big and promising things along our path that is truly rewarding, that we deserve. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very uplifting to you, gives you good vibes, good information, or good uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath going through trying times at the moment and needs spiritual guidance, or just needing, confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the support you've been giving me on the channel. And it's truly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my videos. And today, the music I'm listening to in the background, the meditation music I'm using in the background is called 528 Hertz, the frequency of love, imminent love. Um, Positive energy from your body, visualization, meditation. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101 Heyoka's certain doors of your life needs to be closed. Never allow someone to stand in the way of that, including you. Because a lot of times we do that. A lot of times I might be hitting a nerve on that, when it comes to certain people, but it is so true. A lot of times it's hard for us to allow certain chapters of our life closed, maybe because there might be some strong feelings in certain chapters that need to be closed, that have not, where it feels like the needs haven't been met with that, whether it's an explanation or apology, or just where you are hoping it would go further than what it is. And a lot of times, you have to go through things to learn from things. It's just like when I see a lot of situations in my life, sometimes, even I tell my kids, don't ever go fall back. This, I said, when relationships are closed, allow them to close. I had to learn the hard way. Don't fall back. It's the only time it's supposed to do that, not you. And they used to laugh at me about that. And I was sounding so true. When somebody is showing you, they don't, all the lights and the information they're giving you that is showing you they don't know need to be in your life is very toxic. Allow yourself to, let go of that. And sometimes it's hard to do that, but sometimes when you allow yourself to not take heed of what the lessons of life is trying to show you, you tend to get hurt every time. And I always tell my kids, don't ever leave your heart open to get crushed. Trust and believe me, I don't have to learn the hard way, but I appreciate the life of lessons I've been through when it comes to toxic people as well as toxic relationships. Whether it's been, let me turn this down, I'm sorry, y'all. Um, is where you had to really experience things for what is taught you. And it's like they don't, universe don't want you to allow yourself to look at it as such a dark situation when you're allowing yourself to close that door. Because it's like the one thing that you can't get back is your time, and you should never allow somebody to waste it. Give them two chances for wasting it. I've been in my toxic situation, for far too long, but I'm glad I went through the things that I went through, because it taught me so much. It taught me self-worth. It showed me, when you allow yourself to see the things to what you're seeing, believe it. you know um don't feel like, when you have been in a toxic situation, whether, if you cheated there, and there was somebody loyal to you, that you cheated yourself out of loyalty, and vice versa, they cheated themselves out of loyalty. And a lot of times when we end up being in a relationship where when it has something to do with a partner or whatever, and they cheated you, and you knew you were that person, like you were the A1 till day one. A lot of times we feel like we're conflicting with something. There's something wrong with us, and a lot of times people, you have to be grateful when they just basically tell you, hey, I see that this is not working. you know um Allow yourself to be, y'all can break off, and that's cool, because that allows them to know they respect your feelings, allowing you to do that. Some people, you just know, you end up finding out the hard way, and it's like a lot of people don't know how to do that, even when it comes to friends, or frenemies. When you go through all those different things, um you have to allow yourself to be able to understand that truth. Some people are, like I told y'all, this, you've been with me for a while. You don't heard me say supporting haters, or you got fans in denial. You had those times where, if they really have an indicator, like on Facebook or something, they can show you who's been looking at your stuff, like they do on them stories and everything, and they never like it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all have had those type of people on there that just want to do investigations. I done had that before, and I had to block people out. That's the main reason why I said I won't allow people to friend request me if they came from here, because I know they're tied up different people. I had word of mouth and want to see that. Even I've had people that I thought I was cool with, growing up, until they found out who I was related to, and then they unfriend me, and then when they heard through the grapevine who I was related to and this and that, they want a friend back. I'm like, no, you wanted to unfriend me, don't unfriend me. Don't come back because you want to know, if whatever is true, or you want to be nosy or whatever. I just don't have time for that. It's just like, even the situations now where I say, I'm not accepting any friend requests, because it almost got me to that point where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just deal with people here, and not just allow them in my life on, another social media. But I said, you know what, don't allow yourself to block future people that there are needing that blessing of knowledge. You never know. Don't allow yourself to be, hindering yourself on being able to help somebody else, because a few people done connected with you just to be nosy. I had to be able to allow myself to be, not just so open, with my life like that. Everything happens for a reason. I appreciate the things that I've been taught. I ain't gonna feel bad about it. I just tell people, hey, I'm not just forthgiving like that. I got to know you for a while, because there's some of my, YouTube family that are friends with me that, I've known for a while, and I allowed that to happen. But it was like too many people back to back, and they're just looking because they don't heard from word to mouth about certain people I really don't deal with, and I don't allow them on my business. So they gotta, it's like they're, my name is always out their mouth, and I'm just like, ugh, whatever. But I had to allow myself to really, really close those doors in my life. When I say they're closed and locked. Not allowing those doors to be open again. But I can allow myself to really benefit off of the things that I've been taught throughout those situations. When you have gone through a lot of things, when it comes to, people that you thought were your friends and stuff like that, it doesn't want you to be in life being bitter and allowing yourself to be cutting everybody off. But and some people are like, Roslynn, you're so quick to cut ties. Yeah, if you sitting up here showing me and I'm getting them vibes from you, I always go by my gut. I allow myself to not do that, because there's sometimes my gut told me one thing, and then my next, my mind was telling me something else. I was about to bring up a song, but I said, ooh, that's not on the good subject. Because it's like when your mind tell you one thing, but your body telling you something else. But it's just like, your gut instincts and your intuition guide you towards certain things that needs to go ahead and come to a close. A lot of times there will be people that'll, be in your lifetime that's supposed to be there, until whenever, but whatever. And you had to close those things, because a lot of times you don't realize you're blocking your blessings just because of who you keep in your circle. You're not supposed to do that. And it's just like, I always had to tell myself. And then it was just like the other day, a post came up, and it resonated. It gave me that confirmation. They said, if you ever wonder about somebody being in your life, just wait. If you got questions about their interior motives, trust and believe it'll come out soon. You'll see. And then when it's not, if it ain't adding up, you need to subtract. Clean subtract. And I appreciate that. because it's just like, when I tell people, I used to have this thing like, oh, I wish I never met that person. But every person that has came into your life had a reason for coming into your life. This situation with me, when it comes to toxic relationships, it allowed me to love myself on a deeper level, to know that you deserve love. A lot of times you tend to attract, they say you attract how your parents are. But since I had two sets of parents, I already know it wasn't my biological one. Even though he had a thing with the ladies, but it's the way the one that so-called one to raise me up that didn't, was in my life. And when you are lacking a parent in your life, like it could be, some people got mommy issues and daddy issues. You tend to want to keep people around you to make you feel important at times. There's people that have done that. When you have lacked that love at home, you'll tend to get it where you can find it. And not all the time is heavy, not heavy, but healthy. You have to allow yourself to know, would you want, why would you hang around people that didn't treat you and respect you the way you did to them? You have to be able to allow yourself to know, hey, this time is cut. And it's just the way you can allow yourself to see if that person is there for you. Just I know how I got it, and there'll be certain things that I will put right there just to see how they're gonna respond to it. And I'm like, okay, then I know, because if you do it a certain way, I already know. So I already know where my intuition gonna kick in full drive. And a lot of times you have to allow yourself to go off of that intuition, because right now you've been on this, on your road to you know of knowing yourself on a deeper level. It's going to take you through certain experiences where they're telling you something's not right. I've talked to different people in a partnership type situation, and I had to be able to cut those cords. And a lot of them, I was good friends with, but for me to do what I need to do in my life, I had to cut that off. And I had to be honest about it. I didn't want them to, keep guessing like, dang, is she ignoring me? Is she doing this? Because I know what that felt like when people have done that to me. So I had to be able to, give them that respect, because you would want that respect for you. And it's just like, I hated to do that when it cut people off. But sometimes I've really seen it, what it was. And it was just like, you're going to block your blessings if you allow this person to keep dealing with you in your life. You have to allow yourself to respect yourself enough to know, sometimes you have to have that alone time. Because I know when I was first started going through my spiritual awakening, it was right after I had my hysterectomy. And any woman knows, when you done had a couple of your lady parts gone, the hormones are all over the place. And when I snapped, I really snapped. I was going through it, and I was already going through a depressive state already as it is, and it was just one thing after another. Then I had to allow myself, because that's when things started kicking into gear when it came to um my empath attributes, if you want to call it. It was kicking in, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't like being alone with my thoughts. And my friends was like, being alone with your thoughts. I said, and it was hard for me to be able to be vocal about what was going on, because if you're not spiritually awoke, they're not gonna understand what you're talking about. And they really thought I was really going through this. Like, maybe it's because of change she going through, or maybe it really was. I was going through an empathic chain where all things just started going in hyperdrive, and that's too much for me. Especially, I was going through a lot of different changes in my life that was very depressing. On top of me feeling like I was lacking because I had to get rid of certain things because of cancer. So it was just a lot of things that went along my life. And now it's like I spend so much time with myself. I feel like I'm my best friend. Before, I didn't have that. And it was just like, people were like, even my kids were like, Mom, you're always by yourself. And I'm glad to be by myself. I'm good. Before, I didn't like being by myself. I always had to have somebody around me. And just because all the people I had around me doesn't mean they were good on being around me. Those were people that was guiding me down a way, or their essence is just they carried was going to take me down the wrong way I really didn't need to be around. So it had me really looking at things and reevaluating myself on who needed to be in my life and who I need to cut out my life. And it's just one thing you will never tend to get back. There's a lot of things that can go on in your life, and they say money can't buy, but it can't buy your time. That's something that you're not going to get back. So you have to be very valuable about who the heck you invest your time in. Cause I even told folks that, they wanted to talk to me and clear the air about some stuff, and I see they still weren't being real. I said, you know what, this pissed me off to a whole nother level, that you wasted my damn time, and that's something I ain't gonna get back. So, I ain't gonna give you no second time to do that. And I had to allow myself to really cut ties, and I mean, it hurt like hell because that was family to me. And but now it allows me to really respect myself. Allow yourself to respect yourself. And a lot of times, I don't want nobody to take that as a disrespect, but a lot of times with us being empaths, we tend to get really people that are very wounded. And a lot of times they're not there for our highest good. They were supposed to be there to help you reflect something that you weren't able to see within yourself before, that you need to allow them to teach you, and they need to go, okay, well, you go this way and I go this way. Because I've had people like that. And I'm like, ooh, your essence is so dangerous to me. Half of the time I was glad that either, if somebody called me, either I missed that call, or when I seen them calling, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not even about to invest myself in this. Because, there were certain people that wanted to be in my life just because if they couldn't be in my dad's life like that, they felt like I was the next best thing. But they were abusive verbally, and mentally as well. So I had to cut those ties with a lot of people. So, but it allows you to know on your path who is worthy of your time and who is not. You need to allow yourself, when those energies are giving off, that you really need to be out that life of yours, because there's a lot of things you want in life, and you have to understand just the way you're thinking, not just the way you're thinking can block you, but it's just the company you choose to keep can block you. So allow yourself to see what's more healthier. You being around somebody who is not giving you growth or any kind of positive sustenance, or you gonna allow yourself to break cords and get to where you need to be, where you can level yourself off and have the people that are on the same level as you be in your life, because there's that time. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I'm so glad I took that time off to recharge, because y'all know usually I'll push out like 2 or 3 videos and I'm just like, it's it for the kid. But I hope you were able to get something out of this video. I would love to give a post notification out to Arya. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Ravenswood English Grey Witch. Much love to you. Thank you so much for dropping a comment, and I'm glad you were able to resonate with the videos I put out, and I hope you can find more that you can relate to. Welcome to the family. It's good to have you. If you're just now coming to my channel, welcome. Drop me a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out. If you would like to speak to me, but you don't want to say it on the public view or whatever on the comment section, and you would love to talk to me on a one-on-one basis about the different things you're going through that you might need assistance on, or just find to have a deeper understanding to, you can find me on Facebook Messenger. You just shoot me a text saying, hey, I'm from here, and I was wondering if you can help me with this, spiritual understanding you're trying to get, and I'll try to help you out as much as I can. If not, I'll send you in a direction to help you get the answers that you need. But anywho, just like and subscribe. Give me a hit the notification so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Give me a thumbs up, share. It's greatly appreciated. Tell somebody about the channel you think it might be helpful to them as well. I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible for everything you do. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity. You really never know, you know, how those things can really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be wild.